Hi everyone. How are you guys doing? Good night. Good night. Good night. It's
Good
a
night.
wonderful day. It's a wonderful night in SkitLanta. It's a wonderful night in SkitLanta. Oh my
Listen,
goodness, guys. What a night. Welcome in, Terrian. How you doing, my darling?
I am good. I'm good. I'm in bed.
That's okay. At least you're in bed and I'm in front of the computer. You know what
Listen,
I mean? We're in
listen,
front of the computer.
listen. Amber just, oh my God, I don't know when she's gonna learn this lesson. I
All
don't
right.
know.
Go ahead,
Uh,
Sterian. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know when she's gonna learn this lesson. It's like she can never learn this lesson that Shayla, stay out your sanctuary. She has to stay out our sanctuary. If
Mm-hmm.
she, and as I'm glad that Dave let her know, don't bring that negative energy there. And let me tell you something, them eyes from Shayla, baby, they were looking like, I see what I want and I want what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the eyes that she was given. But let's see if Amber will learn from it. She says she's gonna check Ernestine and Sheila, but I'm glad Ernestine held that pressure on her neck, So I'm just super, super glad. Hi, Goddess. I'm super glad that Ernestine have that pressure on Sheila's neck, man. Don't loosen up it, Ernestine. Keep it pressured. Cause she thinks she's slick. Trying to talk about, oh, that decor is so nice. That decor is so nice. I'm like, girl, you need to keep that to yourself. And that's how we knew that,
Go to the
sh-
court.
yeah, Sheila
Good
intentions
night,
are not
Yolanda.
pure. Sheila intentions are just not pure. It's just crazy. And she wants Amber to, oh, get over it. No, you want the girl to get over you just sleeping with her husband and you keep like talking, oh, get over it, get over it. What have you done to ensure that she gets through it?
I know.
She hasn't done anything to ensure that Amber gets through it. Instead of that, she's just like, well, you need to just get over it. Oh, God, but that's what Amber gets for putting Sheila back in her space.
Exactly. That's exactly what she got.
Yeah,
That's exactly what Amber got.
yeah, yeah.
Guys, all I know from today, they've been giving us Amber, Shayla, Ernestine, Tamira, Shayla, Amber. And boy, there is a lesson for us to learn.
I think
There
tomorrow,
is a lesson for us to learn. When Amber saw them at the house, she was outside the house. Remember, I told you guys?
hmm,
Amber should have her keys and her bag, her pocketbook, and says, you know something? Something come after reschedule this and leave. Or
yeah,
she just say, Shayla, I don't want you at my man's house.
that's
You
it.
cannot be here. As simple as that. I
But
will
listen,
take Tamara home.
Dave gave her
But
a warning. Dave gave her a warning. So let's see. The man said him don't want the energy. And again, Sheila energy from Anthony is coming in the house.
exactly. So
It's coming in the
Charmaine give me this
house.
message for you guys. She said to me, when we watch this the thing, I called her, I says, look at it. Look at this thing when Shayla met Dave. Shayla, look at him. And then at the end of this, before the skit finishes, you see that look in her eyes, like say she's gonna dream about him again tonight. Because whatever Amber has,
She wants it.
Shayla wants him. And so
Hmm.
I said to Charmaine, go watch it. When she finished watching, I says, what do you think? She says, you remember what their mother said to Amber and she did not listen? Do not let Anthony's, your husband, energy fall on my son. And
Hmm.
guess what, baby? Shayla energy, Anthony energy is Shayla because Shayla was with Amber's husband.
Let me
So
get my
Anthony
phone so I can
energy
read the
is on
comments.
Shayla. So now it is going to fall onto Dave. You see
Listen,
that? Look, that was the nugget we pick up.
It
And
started.
Shayla start plotting, guys.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
That little deviant.
When
Listen,
I saw that look, guys, I was blown away. I says, no, they wouldn't. But I says, why wouldn't they? Look what they make Amber did.
listen, she
And
want Amber's
Charmaine
life.
said, Amber needs to go back home to her husband.
That's
Shayla
it.
is a single woman and he is a single man. Amber needs to go back home to her husband because Amber is a married woman at the end of the day, guys. So you guys have to, we calling a spade a spade. You need to get your feelings out of the way. As I tell you guys, I wish Amber and Dave had never crossed the line. If they didn't cross the line, I would really be voting right now with you guys and says yes. Dave is sent for Amber. Amber is gonna wait till she gets her divorce and it's finalized. Amber is still a married woman. You hear what Dave said to her? I do not mind if you, he says you're coming and you're going. I don't mind that, but don't bring that energy inside of fear. Energy like that take away money, and that is ghetto. And here it is. Let me
Whoa.
just
Let me tell you.
hold
I'm gonna
on.
read a
Let's hold
comment I
on. Let me
saw.
just put it on here. Look at that.
Sorry. I I will check both of them, and
Yeah.
I promise you.
Especially, you can't be disrespecting my place like that. Come in here and just start bickering. Like, that's ghetto. Like, no, we don't do that here.
That's right.
We do
Exactly,
not do
Dave.
that.
Exactly, Dave. That's ghetto behavior. You don't do that kind of nonsense there. That is only done in Shayla's house and Anthony's and Amber's house. And by
But
the way, you need to cut that, cut this the purse string. Just cut it. Send Amber home back to her husband. Come on now, Dave. You got to do this. You
but
could jump
listen,
on in Terrian.
but listen though. Yeah, yeah. God, I don't want to say what I want to say
No,
because
say it, say it.
I don't want to offend nobody.
Oh, please. Where everybody
Listen,
opinion is, as I said to you before,
it's not to offend
everybody, as I
anybody.
said to my chat family, everybody opinion is their own. We cannot get mad at anybody for voicing their own opinion, right?
Listen, you see this? This is the root to Amber's many troubles.
Mm-hmm.
This is the root, the seed, I should say,
The Amber's money trouble.
to Amber's many trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? And that's why you know she's gonna go back to Anthony, you know. She and Anthony's the same. You see how every minute she apologized to Dave? She's apologizing, she's apologizing, she's apologizing, she's apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I said, you cannot be in the bed of adultery and expect blessing. It can't work.
Exactly.
God,
It cannot
God,
work.
if they are portraying it as God's, it's a godly thing, and as her as a God. The Bible says, separate yourself from among them.
Exactly.
Be he separate and touch not no unclean things. That's what the word of
Mm-hmm.
God says. So if she in the bed of adultery, a trouble for her.
Exactly.
So
That is
therefore,
total
it
trouble
it
for
is
her.
trouble. It is trouble for both her and Anthony, because both of them in the bed of adultery. But I'm just saying, a way seemeth unto man is right, but the end is, you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the seed from the mother has spoken, and the mother said, "Find yourself your own place."
Yes.
And she yet to yield to that. And what will happen when you decide you want to have your own way? God leave you in it, make you deal
Mm-hmm.
with the consequences.
Exactly.
And this is what they say, trouble comes knocking at her door,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to not, both of them, she and her husband is not going to know what come to them when the trouble come. Because listen, it is going to come. You can't do bad and expect good.
You hear what Dave said? Dave says you can have, she says, I won't do the podcast meeting here anymore. he said, you have to talk to them. You can have it here, but that kind of energy can't be inside here. And she
Yeah,
says, oh, she's making excuses. Amber
that's the
needs to step
point.
up. Amber don't need that podcast. Amber is going up
She
in, she's
need,
stepping up. She have that
listen,
commercial. Jamie says there have more things to do with her. And you hear what Dave said, he'll be her manager. Amber need to make sure she go back to her lawyer and tell her lawyer says, look here, I will accept the 25% because that's what Anthony lawyer says they want to give her if she wants to be with Dave. But
listen.
Dave don't mind her going and coming. I wonder now if when Amber, if she does get the divorce, will Dave still find her enticing enough for her to stay with him permanently? Or he
Well,
just like to say, oh, you I see you as a wife.
no, let me tell you.
Because you see,
Hey,
trouble start.
listen.
Trouble
Yes, it
start.
start.
And
And
guys,
that's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
what, Terrian? Sorry to cut
Hmm.
you, Terrian.
No.
What I want Amber to be honest with Dave. Tell him about Wayne. Because trust me, if Shayla find out Amber doesn't tell him, Shayla is going to tell him. And the mess is gonna start all over again. So I
Well,
think Charmaine is onto something. Says Anthony sins is on Shayla, and that is gonna fall on energy is gonna fall onto Dave.
the
And I
mother tell
saw it
him.
tonight because I saw that look in Shayla's eyes, guys.
The mother
As
tell
soon
him.
as Dave greet them and went upstairs, you see she was in La La Land. And I said, oh no, this is too much. And again, if they play it the way how I think they're gonna play it, guys, this is horrible. And the reason why they would do it, Amber fans. I only have Amber fans to blame. That's it. That's all I can say because
No,
whatever
if
happens
them
to
right,
Amber,
if
Amber have a die-hard fans will accept the nonsense.
no,
If
you
they do
see,
not accept the nonsense, Terry, they won't be doing this to Amber. That's all I can say because
no,
every time Amber get a rise up, every time she have a little success. They bring her down and then they make Shayla come there. Why didn't
okay,
Amber stand up and set her boundary, firm boundary, and says, look here, Tamara, in front of Shayla, I invited you here just for me and you. I did not invite Shayla. You were wrong to think it was okay for Shayla to come here. If I want Shayla here, I would have invited her. That's what Amber should have done right at the front door. They didn't need to go inside, enter the house.
listen,
Amber need to set firm boundary, Terry.
yeah, she needs to set boundary. Again, I think, who was it? Lydia? I think it was Lydia. Said that Mama Brenda, no, it wasn't Lydia, it was Yolanda. Said Mama Brenda told her about letting in the devil in our house. Remind you now, the devil is a spirit, and Sheila has that spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, people think Tamara is this innocent little girl, but
Mm-hmm.
Tamara no innocent,
Mm-hmm.
because she know what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what she's doing because she knows say Amber does not want Sheila there. She could have texted Amber and tell Amber say
Yeah, she could
Sheila
have
come. She could
texted her.
have, but she play like she naive. You
Mm.
understand?
I thought she was
Again,
being green.
if them write it that Sheila cross her with Dave,
Mm-hmm.
this is where she will have to learn, because remember, when God put you when you fall yourself in anything, it is always a learning lesson, a teaching lesson. So if she not learn nothing from Anthony, she go and learn it from Dave.
Amber dropped the ball. That's all I have to say. Amber dropped the ball. Yes, Tamira was wrong. It was
Yes.
not Tamira's place to invite Shayla.
No.
Regardless, she didn't even have to tell Shayla she was going to Amber's house. When she was going to Delicia house, she did not tell her that she was going to Delicia house.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
all come
Tamara,
now, all of a sudden she's waving. Amber did not. It's not your place. When she was in the car, or even when she didn't even have to go in the car. So me I go strike a conversation there. When Shayla says she need gas and they're gonna stop at the gas station, what Tamara should have done? Oh, She could have just simply called Amber then. But when Shayla invited herself, convinced Tamira to let Shayla come with her, what she should have done is to call Amber right away because Shayla went upstairs to go get dressed. She could have just call Amber and says, "Look here, my car is in the shop. Shayla is gonna drop me. Is it okay for Shayla to come by? Know where you're at?" Just a simple little message like that. But that didn't take place. You see a different side to Dave now. Dave is not having it. Dave is not having it, period. Because look at this now. This is a total mess.
No, but you see what happened though. You see, if Amber
Have our
was
podcast meeting
Amber
here
Look
anymore.
at her
was
explaining.
No,
She's explaining the situation. I need us to see his face. He is not having it. He is look at his face.
no, Dave
He's
don't play
normally
those
a
games.
cool and collective person.
Dave don't play those games. Dave not do drama, right? And again, you see, Amber, because Amber is out of position, she don't know spiritual warfare because that's where
Mhm.
Sheila come with, that spirit, that's where Ernestine spirit and Tamara spirit. If she had spiritual discernment, she could have known if we back that up out of the door and put them out.
Amber knows her. She accepts kindness instead of she accept uncomfortableness. You see how uncomfortable she was? Amber couldn't even said, "Let me don't be friends with these people." And she
Yeah.
would be the whole time, all morning they've been showing us these skits, and we could see and read Amber's emotion. Amber did was very uncomfortable, and she chose to let the snake slither inside of Dave's house.
Mm. Because what?
Dave house is not Amber's house. She did not have any right to invite Shayla in and Tamira there. What did I tell you guys? Amber house is at Anthony's. That's where the Dalton's resident is. She abandoned her resident because she tell Ernestine she abandoned it. So it's not like says we're making up things. And Amber could have gone back home and have that meeting in the backyard with her podcaster, relaxing in the backyard. Because what? Denisha can't kick her out her house because that's her home. That is Dave's sanctuary.
Listen,
Amber has no right there.
none.
Amber is a married woman. She's just shacking up with a single man. She is a married woman. Amber should have put her foot down. And when Shayla shows up, this is what it is. Well, even in the
Mhm.
car, Amber have an option then when they were in the car, when she overheard the person and said what she wanted, she said, "Who is that?" She could have said, and when Tamara says, "Is this okay?" Amber should have says, "Honestly, Tamara, no, it's not okay.
Yeah.
I have, if she don't want to put them on the spot, she could just say, you know something, Tamara,
We
oh my
reschedule.
goodness, I forget I have something to do. We have to reschedule this."
That's it.
Well,
That's
that's what she could have done. She could have easily, for Tamara not to feel bad, I could have, she could have, when she meet up with Tamara another day, have a word with Tamara, then you can check. Tamara says, "Girl, I invited you to my house because I want to, me and you bonding. Not me, you and Shayla. I don't want Shayla at my house. You know
but there's no
what me and
reason.
Shayla is going through. Why would you do that?" But I know why. A lot of people is actually giving Tamara the flap, but now I'm thinking maybe the reason why Tamara is doing that is because she thought, because she sees Amber and Shayla always kiki in, she think it was okay. But although they were behaving friendly, it's not real. They were just casual. Amber don't like her like that. But people doesn't know that Amber doesn't like Shayla like that. But Tamara thinks it was okay
No,
when it's
but
actually not. And she should not have invited a woman, anybody, to nobody's house unless you ask for permission. That's all
this
I'm
is
saying, Terry.
this is my problem that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is the same girl that Amber had in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Tamara, and
Mm-hmm.
said to her, "You knew this woman destroyed my marriage, and
Mm-hmm.
you still were friends with her.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same girl.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you having a conversation with her?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you having a conversation with her? I don't understand.
Please
You
hit
are
the like button, everyone. Please hit the like button. Yes.
you are saying that you're building a relationship with her. You can't build no relationship with the what I would say the adversary. You can't build
Mm-hmm.
no relationship with them because they're evil. And everything that she speaks to Tamara about, you realize that Tamara go back and tell it to Shayla.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you keep her in your circle?
Exactly.
Why would you keep her
Because
in your
Tamara
circle?
is loyal to Shayla and
Exactly.
Delicia is loyal to Lauren.
Listen, man. She need to put Shayla where Shayla belongs. Shayla
Mm-hmm.
belongs on the side. Shayla does not belong in her circle. Amber
Mm-mm.
needs to come out the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
leave Delicia and Shayla to deal with their business,
Mm-hmm.
leave Lauren and Tamara to deal with their business and separate ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Separate ourselves. This now is gonna, I am not agreeing with, okay, well, that she's in the bed of adultery. I'm not agreeing with that. But the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you are in a relationship and you're going to have these two same people cost you your relationship, what do you learn? Tell me, what have you learned? Tell me. She has not
Mm-hmm.
learned. And I don't understand. And Dave, I'm glad that Dave checked her.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy
Do you
too that he
understand?
checked her. He has to.
I'm glad that he did.
I wouldn't
And
want that nonsense in my house either. I don't want that negative energy in our house.
no, but it will always happen. You know why? Because
Mm.
she's still in the house, and the mother tell her, if you
Mm-hmm.
stay in there, that negativity is going to come on my son. As long as she's in there, that house is going to be in eruption
Mm-hmm.
until she finds her own place.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be eruption. It's not eruption yet. Chaos. You hear him say, "Oh, I don't
You
want."
can
Then
come and go.
that
I
energy.
don't mind it.
Then me and you gonna be start arguing. Watch and see.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be start arguing once she's in that house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
How do you feel that Amber saying that she's sorry and then she's gonna start looking like she want to use sex to cover up, put a band-aid on it with using sex?
oh, there was a new skit that dropped.
No, no, no. I said, how
No,
do you
there was a
feel
new one
at the
drop.
end there when she's telling him she's sorry, then she starts smooching up on him?
I don't know. It's just that she's leaving. Where is she going?
She was leaving.
No, one skit just dropped when Dave tell Amber the truth about Sheila. What? Ay ay ay.
Hold on, guys.
Lord. Hey God.
Okay, look at it. I'm
Yeah,
trying to let me read some comments
read
and
some
then I'll
comments
see
so me
if
know
I
when I
can
listen
get
to
it.
it.
All right, look at it and then we speak on it. All right. Let me just read some comments in the meantime. Okay, so Yolanda says, I was going to look at it too, but I will let Terry and take a look and then we can put the link in the chat for you guys and then we can do what we do. I hope Amber takes heed to Dave's warning. You're gonna come through one ears and go through the next. Please, Yolanda, let it be so. Lydia says, I welcome in everyone. Welcome. Good night, everyone. So happy to see you guys here with us. Goddess says, Shayla is plotting on Dave. Definitely, Goddess. Shayla wants Amber's like she always does, Yolanda. Nothing surprises us anymore with the Shayla character. A lot of people think she changed. She's still the snake, still the slithering snake. that she is. Yes, she does, Yolanda. And St. Michael said, I cannot respect this. God doesn't bless any mess. Exactly, he doesn't. I don't blame Dave. Bad juju is a essence of slimy Shayla. It drips off her. Yes, Lydia, definitely it does. And speak your mind, Terrian. Yep. And Lydia said, slithering is crazy. Slimy is crazy thinking about dragging Ernestine. Ernestine would knock her into next month. And I love the fact that Amber Lee's young Ernestine was really applying pressure to Shayla tonight, and that is awesome. Kudos to Ernestine there because I was enjoy every bit of it. I was laughing my head off, really and truly. And that's true, Terrian. And then, oh my, Lydia says, oh my St. Michael, say it again, it's crooked. Yes. And Yolanda said, Mama Brenda told her about letting the devil in her home, definitely. And Lydia says, Dave mom told her, don't put that mess on her son. She surely did warn her, but Amber did not listen. Well said, dear Lydia. And Yolanda says, Amber needs her own podcast, definitely. And I think she should do her own podcast for real. And then Goddess says, did you all hear Shayla say she needs Dave to help them on the podcast? Yes, Goddess, we heard that. Amber said no right away. Shayla was plotting. Yep, she was plotting. She wants what Amber has, always does. Lydia, the podcast, Amber tell Wayne not to fool to Shayla. I got plenty of bag and I don't need this aggravation. Exactly. Belinda say, I saw it another rebound. Oh, yes, it's another rebound for real. And exactly, Amber needs to put her foot down. Amber definitely needs to put her foot down.
Which one of your foot, Yolanda? The left or the right? Because she don't know to put none of them there.
The left or the right, Terry? Oh,
Yeah,
I
which
should
one,
need to put
Yolanda?
both foot down, Terry. And okay, so what happened in that skit?
He just tell her that if she's gonna be in, she's in business with Shayla. Did she really forgive her, or did she just say she forgive her? She gotta trust. She was like, I don't trust Shayla around you, and he was like, you ain't gotta worry about me. I'm loyal. Okay,
Well,
we'll
Anthony
see.
think he was loyal to.
Hello, somebody.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding,
Mhm.
ding, ding. Come on.
Mhm. We'll
Anthony was
see. But
loyal
she
to.
left. She left the house. So where did she go? Is
Amber
she
left the
going?
house.
Yeah, is she going? Chat. Where do you think Amber's going? Is she going to the Daltons or she's going by Ernestine? Oh Lord.
Okay, hold on there. Let me
Mm,
see.
mm. This is crazy.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me. All right, we're gonna review this skit. I'm going to get the link in the chat for you guys also. I will review it together. All right. Okay. Just setting it up. Um,
Charmaine says, "See, I told you it should have been about trust."
yeah.
Yes, because he told her you gotta trust me.
Okay, here it is. I can't get on the screen.
About you.
What you love about me, man? You know I love you. That.
Every word that comes out of your mouth means something. It holds weight. And I love that you challenge me to be a better person.
Just want you to be able to trust me, bro.
But it's late at night. I thought they have a blow up spot for her to leave the house. All right, so
No.
I'll just give you guys the link so you can watch the full episode on YouTube here for Country Wayne. All right, so I just take a little. All right, so the link is in the chat for you guys, so you guys can be able to watch the full episode who haven't seen it.
Somebody Miss Lee's asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Miss Sharon, can you ask the chat this question too?
Mm-hmm.
When
What time
Anthony
is
is
it? Lisa, come up. What's her
11:14,
name?
11:14, Lee May, she said, when Anthony is not in the mix, who is the problem? Is it Shayla or Anthony when she's around Amber? Ah, my thing is this.
Okay, I can't hold that. That's a very big question. So Lee says, is Lee a she or a E?
I'm not
Lee,
sure.
let me know if you're a E or a she. So Lee says, Miss Sharon, can you ask the chat this question to when Anthony is not in the mix, who is the problem? All right, let me just put that in. All right. Read another comment, Gary.
Okay. So Sabrina said, yo, is this an emergency live? Yes, Sabrina.
Yes, it's Sabrina, it's emergency live.
Charmaine said, I think they're going to get something to eat. So I see he kissed her. So I'm not sure if it's both of them going to get something to eat.
Mhm.
Um, so we'll see if they go and get food. Um, let me see. Charmaine said, Eslin, they need to send me a check. Um, but we'll see what goes on with them. We'll listen. Lisa podcast meeting turned into a girls' fight almost. Yeah, not really. It's just that some people egos were high, and Sheila thinks she got the clap back, and Ernestine think they got the clap back. So they were just clocking. Yeah, yeah. We'll see how Davy's riding with Amber. Yeah, we see that. I hope Davy's the one to put Sheila in her place. Well, somebody needs to, because it seems like Amber is afraid to do it. So set boundaries with her, um, Tina. I really hope Dave, somebody needs to do it. Yeah. And Charmaine said, I told you it should be about trust. And yeah, we see that. Um, you know, Lee said, I didn't enjoy a bit of it because if Amber can respect Dave house, how can she put boundary in place? Two, why would she check Shayla and Tamara again when she has control? Well, sometimes, Lee, um, with Amber, she we back home would have said she's slight. Where where
Mhm.
I'm from, Jamaica, they would say she's very slight. So it's like some things. Amber is one of those. She has to hit that wall before she get it. And you see, like how Dave checked her hard today. She won't do. I
Mhm.
promise you, she won't do it again.
Mm.
I don't believe she will do it again. So we'll see how that
Stephanie,
goes.
Stephanie, may I go see a red flag? What if a red flag you put down? It
Um,
says read your comment, but I do not see your comment.
who is it?
Stephanie want me to read her comment, but me I'm gonna see
Oh, I
the
don't
red
see.
flag.
Sabrina. Yolanda said yes. Both. She said, "Come on, let me show you the town for sure." Sabrina says Sheila is so jealous. Mr. Sabrina, jealousy a killer.
Okay, this comment
Hmm.
here. Dave Vernon says Dave should kick her out. I do not know who he should have kicked out.
Who's
That
talking
woman
about
should
Amber?
never have Shayla into the man's own with that
Mm.
energy from the devil girl. Amber won't learn. Tamira is messy like Shayla.
Absolutely, and I agree with that. I really do. Um, I
Wayne
really,
is
really
going
do.
to be very angry with Amber. Leave the podcast due to slimy Shayla.
Mm,
You think so?
mm, maybe.
Amber mixed messages end this relationship with Shayla and walk away from business. I love Ernestine for her non-stop aggressive behavior towards Slimy Shayla. Yes, I like that she have
Lee say it's a
she was
he,
applying
Sharon.
pressure to Shayla. We really enjoyed that. Sharon Charmaine wrote that skit. Tell her I said so. Oh,
Sharon.
she's in the chat.
Lee
Why
said
is
it's a he.
Amber having conversation and friends with Shayla? Leads by example. Exactly. That's what she should do. And Goddess says, please like, share, subscribe to Sharon underscore Rika Review. Guys, please hit the like button. I can't even get a like to save my life. Come on now, guys, hit the like button. And Eklund says, that skit that just dropped with Amber and Dave was written by Charmaine. Do everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. And please hit the like button. Thanks. Eklund says, question. Where's Amber staying? Because Dave just kissed her goodbye when she was entering her car.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I'm trying to figure
That's
out.
what, I wonder if she's back at her condo. That's what I'd like to know.
We'll
And
see.
Shirley says, Amber needs to hang out with women in her own age group. These women are young and full of drama, Shirley says. Absolutely. And Lydia says, Amber needs to tell Dave about Shayla and Anthony. Let this be the last time mentioning Anthony's name. Oh God, Lydia, Anthony's name is gonna keep on mentioning.
One Sheila is in the picture, Anthony name not gonna stop call. Anthony name I go call Lydia as much as we don't want it. He
Mm-hmm,
going call. But guess what? We just have to go with it.
mm-hmm. We just have to go with it because right now Dave is not having it. He said enough is enough. This they are behaving like ghetto. We need good energy inside here, babe. He was very at least he was firm but assertive. He put his foot down and tell Amber angle that. I'm gonna run that man. He was absolutely right in telling her to go angle that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was a very bad behavior there.
Yeah.
And then furthermore, they have what you call it there. Shayla come out with the champagne next. We don't know what I'm hearing. I didn't watch the skit.
Me
I'm hearing
ask a
that.
question there today. Who tell Sheila to go in at the ladies? The man
Exactly.
something wine we go take out him something. That's what I'm
Hi,
saying. She
Charmaine.
thinks she's just
Hey,
entitled.
Without you that sleep.
you guys woke me up. You guys woke me
I
up.
told you I was going live.
Yeah, you
Dave
did,
left
but
the
I said
message
you
too.
woke me up. But listen, I just came
Mm-hmm.
on to tell you this. Trust is going to what is going to wreck Amber and Dave
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Because Dave, and I told you guys this evening, if you are in a relationship and there's no trust in there, there's no sense to be in a relationship. And when Dave said to Amber just now, you got to trust me. What if Dave goes to LA and don't bring Amber, and Amber learn that he's doing business with his ex-girlfriend? You think Amber is going to behave any different? And that is when Dave is going to say, that means you don't trust me. This is what's going to come. I told you this evening that trust, it's not going to be anybody, or trust is what is going to wreck Dave and Amber relationship,
Mm-hmm.
because Amber is very insecure
Mm-hmm. Extremely.
and she has not learned how to trust anybody.
No, she hasn't
And
learned how to
when
trust.
Dave said to her, this is me,
Mm-hmm.
you got to trust me,
Mm-hmm.
Amber is not going to do that. She said yes, no. But Dave is if Dave go to LA and did not do not bring her with him, and if she learned that Dave is in LA doing business with his ex, watch
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen. Watch what's going to happen. She don't show that she does not trust him. And that is
Yeah.
going to become a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. That's gonna be a big problem because
Charmaine.
she's telling Yerim says, I thought you forgive Shayla. So that means
Mhm.
Amber told him what Shayla did. And
Mm-hmm.
and if you forgive somebody, you're supposed to move on and not bring it up again, right? But
Mm-hmm.
to have that kind of
Exactly.
energy inside that place, Ernestine need to know when to fight her battle too. Yes, we enjoy what Ernestine and Sheila is doing, but not inside that man's home. And what
Charmaine,
Amber needs to do right now, Charmaine get her own place. If she don't want to go
after
back to the
lady.
mansion, get her own place.
Yeah,
Or
as I'm
she
Charmaine,
can
saying.
finish her out her house,
Yeah.
as simple as that.
Yes,
Charmaine.
Darian. Mm-hmm.
Eklin said, please to start mention mediation skits so they will.
So, okay, I will. I
Eklin.
will, I will, I will. But I'm just, from, from today when Amber was talking to Sheila and everybody was in there and saying, oh, Amber can't trust Sheila. And I said, Amber can't trust Sheila, but Amber's supposed to trust Dave. Sheila is not the problem. The problem would have to be Dave. And
Mm,
I even go as far as to say, I trust my husband. And I'm not starting anything. I go somewhere to enjoy myself. You think I'm thinking about what he might be doing? I trust him. And that is what Dave just said to Amber. I trust you. You're supposed to trust me. And that
Mm,
is what happened in a good relationship. And I'm telling you, this is what's going to come between Dave and
mhm,
Amber. Watch. If Dave is going to LA and he said he's not taking Amber with him,
mhm.
Amber is going to make it a big problem.
Yep,
And
she
mm-hmm.
is. I
if
can
she
see
finds
that
out
now.
that Dave is going to see his ex, she's going to blow it out of proportion.
Shall blow
Mhm,
And
trumpet. Mm-hmm.
that is what is going to happen. It's not going to be
mhm,
about Shayla, Honeypot, or anybody on the podcast.
mhm,
And Dave is right. You said you forgive her. So why you keep, and it's the same thing with Anthony. That is what caused her to be getting. Okay, so you see what happened now? Dave is asking her the same question that O'Neill and everybody has been asking. You
mhm,
said you forgive Shayla, but this is why you are getting a divorce because you said Shayla is the reason.
mhm.
However, you forgave Shayla. So see, Dave is asking the same question everybody is asking. I thought you
May
said you
I ask
forget
that
you
question
forgive
too?
the girl.
How can you forgive and take back the forgiveness?
That is what. And
And
she
they
Remember
said,
said
me
oh
always
asked
no,
that
no,
long time ago.
no. She
and
How
they said
said,
can you
no,
always
no.
forgive
I thought
Anthony
I
and
forgive
Sheila
her.
and then then you take it
That
back
is the
and you
thing.
don't
So
forgive them
now
anymore?
she's going through a divorce, and the man she's sleeping with is saying to her, I thought you said you forgive her. How can you say you
Mm,
forgive her? And that is the same thing that's causing you to be going through this divorce. This does not make any sense. And the man is saying, you got to trust me. If you forgive her, you forgive
and then
her.
positive
Why you
energy.
making it causing this problem if you forgive
Mm-hmm,
her? You and she going into business, yet you said you forgive her, but it's the same reason why you're getting a divorce. So Amber does not make any sense at this point.
mm-mm,
I'm glad I'm sitting on that fence.
mm.
no, me not sit down on the fence, you know. Me the
When
pan.
I sit on the fence
Me not
either.
sit on the fence. A plan
Mm,
me the pan. The plan. The plan of restoration, the plan of healing, the plan of deliverance. Plan me the pan. Because
Exactly. And
listen,
see,
listen. You see, Amber, every minute she, oh, I'm sorry.
Sharon,
I'm sorry. I'm
Sharon,
sorry. I
mm.
see him
you
where.
remember what I tell you since night
Yes,
about
Eklund, leave the fence alone,
energy?
but the fence breaking.
You remember what I told you about the
I told them
energy? And
about
I
it.
said that Shayla is the energy
Yeah.
that the mother was talking about that is coming from Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Shayla is that
Oh, yes,
energy.
please. Sorry, Lee.
That's
I
the
forget.
energy. Shayla, the mother told Amber that her husband, she does not want her husband energy to go on her son. And this,
Mm-hmm,
whose energy? That's Anthony energy, Shayla.
mm-hmm,
Shayla
Mm-hmm.
is Anthony energy. And that's what happened since night.
mm-hmm.
The, he said
Mm-hmm.
the ghetto energy, negative energy, bad energy.
Ooh.
I share like
Shayla.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
energy the mother was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it started. The mother
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah, man.
prediction
starts.
has
It
started.
start.
It
Mm-hmm.
started.
Until
And
she
Amber
find her
lost her
own
yes,
place.
it's
discernment.
going to get worse.
Mm,
Amber
could get
lost
worse.
her discernment. Because if you really look
Exactly.
at the Amber says when they were having that discussion, it looked like nobody did it go over your head, Charmaine. As we know you're always
When
on top of things.
who said the fence
When
is
Dave was
breaking?
talking to Amber,
Eklid.
right? Dave says, you can come and go. And when
But
Amber answers him, she says, oh, I don't want that in our home. She says our home, but Dave
and
says,
they
I don't
said
mind
you
you going and
go
coming
and come
here.
in. Yes, he
Yes.
said
See,
that. So
so
he's not
I
looking
hope the
as it
Amber
as it's
fans them
Amber
are
House
listening to
home.
what he's
Yes.
saying to her.
He said you're free to come and go.
So
Exactly. You're
that
free
means
to
that
come
this is
and
not your
go.
house.
This is exactly, this is
This
not
is not your
her.
house.
Exactly.
Papi Shu and its gang.
So
Mhm.
you see, and they are cheering that they're so happy for Amber and Dave. But you
Right.
see, they have the first. This is the first or the second blow up. I can't remember. But
And he
Amber's
said,
statement was our home.
and he said to her, see the bad energy because I don't want you and I
Mm-hmm.
start arguing.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. It's coming
He
because
says, don't bring that energy in here. That's
that
what he
trust
says.
is going
Don't
to
bring
be
that
what
energy in
is
here. And
going to,
Amber
yeah.
says, oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. That's her
Mhm.
exact word she said there.
You can see two people can say they're sorry more than Amber and Anthony.
Anthony,
Now, and that's
exactly.
what me just say, Shami, and said, they're not going away. They are not
Oh my
going
God.
anywhere.
Anthony's telling, what's her name? Sorry, Denisha. How many times the Anthony said sorry to Denisha since they
Mm.
start? And how many times Amber said sorry to Dave?
See, the two of
That's
them are
all
two
these
peas in
two
a
people
pod.
do, saying they're sorry. I'm sorry,
One
I'm
bunch of
sorry, I'm
sorry
sorry.
people then. Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is the beginning.
Oh, you hear
Yes,
what they
baby.
tell her? Be presentable. That's what he said to her. Be
Hmm.
presentable. And Amber says, I'm really sorry. You're right. I am embarrassed.
It's
Mm,
trust. And I keep
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
saying it all evening, trust. The word is trust. And they've
Says,
realized Amber does
trust
not
him.
have any trust in
Now,
him.
hear him says, I'm not like that. They didn't, Anthony wasn't like that either. But what did
Dave,
Shayla did? She
yeah,
saw an opportunity and she strike. And she's going to get that
exactly,
opportunity to with Dave if that's how they do it.
exactly,
Because right now, that's
exactly.
where they're eluding. They're going to take this thing.
listen,
When
let
I
me,
saw that look on Shayla's face at the end of that video, I said, blouse and skirt. Don't
I
tell me
don't
some
think
them
she,
are
I
going to do
did,
that
for
again.
me, when I saw the look on Sheila's face, I think it's a longing. Like Sheila is saying, because of how loving Davis towards Amber, because Iman is not like that with Sheila either.
after when I see
Mm,
him, the man gone in our clothes.
Exactly. So I think she's saying Amber score somebody else again that who looks at her because Anthony used to look at Amber that way before she
That way
married.
mm,
before, yes. So she said, I'm but
Anthony
score
used to look
again.
at exactly, and that's what she's thinking. I think it's not even she wants to snake or anything. It's just the fact that she's saying, "How
Amber
lucky
hit the
can
jackpot
Amber be?"
again.
Because he find another man who is looking at her the way Anthony used to look at her. The
Mm,
way that you can see that he really check for her, whether it's love or like or really like. But there's something there. That is what Sheila is seeing, and that is what Sheila is longing for.
mm-hmm,
Because even when she was with Anthony, Anthony was not looking at her like that, or Anthony was not treating her like that. He was forced to because of Kai. And I
mm-hmm.
think that is what that look was. I don't think that was a look of any plotting. I think the look was a look of you want something, and every time you reach out, somebody snatch it away from you.
Oh, well. I want to answer to St. Michael's 11:30 Sharon.
mm.
Sharon, St. Michael's
Yes, it's
says,
7:33 here.
no, I'm saying St. Michael's did a chat. She said, a truth cannot be built on a lie. This was a wrong entanglement from day one. So it will never bear good fruit. God
Mm-hmm.
doesn't bless any mess. And that is the absolute truth.
100%.
It
Mm,
can bear and it will
And
never
I
bear.
said, and I said
No matter
today,
what they try to do, it can bear.
I said
Yeah.
until
today,
Amber find her position in the rightful place.
mhm,
Okay.
and I
Mhm.
said today
I
that they
like that.
built Anthony, Anthony and Amber relationship they started building it on sand. Same thing with Dave and Amber, sand. And those, you built a house on the sand, it's not going to stand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I built my fence on a rock,
Mm-hmm.
because I know my fence will stand. And that is what Amber need to do. With any relationship Amber is going to have, she have to build it on a rock. This relationship did not start out on, it started out on a rocky ground. Same thing with Anthony relationship, and this is not going to stand. It's going to be just like Anthony and Amber,
Mhm. It's just that the
because
wheat
it's
and the
not going to
tears must
withstand.
grow to
Yes, go until the day of
they have
harvest.
harvest. That's it. We just have to watch it manifest. But Sharon, somebody's asking a question. Lee,
Mm.
Miss Sharon, can you ask this question as well? What happened to Dave Godly
Who is asking a
personality?
question? What
Lee,
time?
11:33.
Hold on. What's the name of the person?
Lee,
Lee,
Lee
hold
May.
on, Lee. Dave is saying to Amber right now, says, you either forgive her or you're still in her circle. That if you forgive her, then she's okay. But if you don't forgive her, why you still have her in your circle? And
Mhm.
she's absolutely right. So God is saying here, get the likes up, chat,
Lev-
support Sharon underscore Rico review. Thank you, Goddess, very much. Dave was so spiritual when he first met Amber. Seems like he forget about the Lord. Yes, it's your girl, Laurie. Yes, he looked like he forget about the Lord. Yes. And where is Lee? Hold on, Lee. I'm gonna pull your question as soon as I find it. Shayla grew up in
11:33.
the house with Angelina and Brody, so she's definitely longing for real love from someone. I totally agree with that, Shirley. And Tina says here, Lydia, Shayla will have a field day with her men choices, waiting to see how she view Travis and King once they come to Atlanta. Thank you, Tina. Well said, dear. And then Lydia, Shayla will have a field day with her men. Okay, me read that already. And Yolanda says the rock can still roll. You should put it on solid foundation. Put some cement around that fence. Oh, yeah, yeah. We haven't know when Charmaine said she put it on the
Listen,
rock on me. I was thinking
my
the same thing.
no, the rock is not rolled in, because the rock is
Stay
in the
wait.
rock. There is, yeah, the rock is on a foundation already.
Okay.
Trust me, the rock is
Stay
not
waiting
rolling
for getting the
anywhere.
likes up. Okay, so Lydia is still waiting to get the likes up. Good night, there, guys. Suzette says he's getting tired of Amber. It's in his house and she's visiting. Yes. St. Michael says no godly man would be romantically involved with a married woman. God doesn't send bless any mess. Exactly. Lee says, and don't forget all that Shayla I've seen tonight at the house. She's gonna tell Angelina. Definitely, you're
Of
absolutely
course.
right.
Mhm.
And please hit, Soranda says, please hit the like button. 28 likes, 57 watching. Come on, guys. Come on, hit the like button. Lee says, and you know they're gonna come over with a plan. Definitely, Lee, they will, because Shayla is gonna tell her mom how beautiful the house is. He has a panda, he has a lion, he has palm tree. His house is bigger than
Anthony's.
Anthony's.
Anthony's, and she's
Mhm.
gonna says, "I told you, Amber is a gold digger. Trust me." And that you're gonna hear it because you hear she said it before. That she went after Mike, she went after Wayne, and then she got Anthony. You remember what the mother says?
But the
Remember
thing
what
about it,
Angelina said?
but the thing
Angela
about it,
says the bonsai in Dave's energy was a representation of peace and calm. He runs a peaceful home, no chaos. Exactly, he doesn't. Bonsai tree piece. Exactly. Thank you, darling. Belinda says, I don't know too much about Dave's character. He told her our shoots forgive and forget. Exactly, Belinda. That's what I said the first time on O'Neill Live, right? When we're doing our moderator live. I says, oh, in God's name, can you forgive somebody? And they turn around and says, you're going to divorce them because he cheated. You forgave him and you guys did a more renewal, and all of a sudden yeah, yeah, they take back the forgiveness. When God forgive us, God didn't take back the forgiveness because God thinks that we did something wrong that we shouldn't have
because
done. That make no
they
sense to me.
makes no sense. And all they did
St.
was
Michael
follow her
says
bullshit.
Amber created her own storm and complained when she gets flooded. Go ahead, Charmaine.
I said they've just, you know what they did just now? Just show
Mm-hmm.
Amber up for all the BS.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's saying and then she said again, I thought I forgave her. So did you forgive her or didn't you not forgive her? Because then after
Exactly.
David saying what, oh, I thought I forgave her. And then he said, yes, I forgave her. She has no idea what forgiveness is. So
Mm-hmm.
she just say she did forgive her because maybe at the time it sounds good, but I don't think she'd ever forgive either
She never
Sheila
true.
or Anthony. She never
She didn't
true.
truly give them,
Yeah,
forgive
her
them, truly
forgiveness was
forgive
Mm-mm.
not
them.
sincere. Her
Right,
forgiveness was
It
not
because
wasn't a
sincere.
sincere forgiveness.
Yeah,
right, because when you
no,
forgive, you let it go.
she has not let it. She has not
Right,
done
because it
that.
comes up in our forefront every minute, every
Hmm.
conversation. You forgot Sheila, you're delusional, you forgot Anthony, you forgot what you did. And
Yeah,
because of
stand up
that,
at row wedding. You
it
did
cost
this.
her
You do that. Yeah.
it cost her all kind of insecurity.
Did Amber
Mm.
truly forgive Sheila?
No, she didn't. She
No.
did not forgive Sheila or she did not forgive Anthony. And
It
when
she
she
can
keep talking
forgive her,
about,
but she just has not let it go. She need to release
well,
it.
when you forgive somebody, you let it, when you truly forgive, you truly let it go.
Yeah.
You let it go. It's a process to
Okay,
let it
she's not,
go.
yeah, but no, but what the process is to build back the trust. And a
Yeah,
lot
but
of people
first
has
you can't
never
build
built
trust,
back that trust. That's what
but
I'm saying.
she can't build it until she let it go.
And she has not done that.
Right, that's
So
what I'm
that's why
saying.
she's having
She
a
has to
problem with the
process.
trust.
Right, that's why she has to go through the process to let it go. Once she let it
She,
go, then
I
the
don't
trust
think she
can be
is
built.
ever going to let it go.
She has to.
And that trust is going to be what erodes this relationship with she and Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I hear Dave say to her, it's me, you have to trust me. I'm like, yes, said that. Has nothing
Mm-hmm.
to do with Shayla. You could bring Shayla to Dave's house, leave Shayla in Dave's house. What
Ooh,
all
I
that
like
Shayla
that.
is trying to do
Mm-hmm.
has nothing at all to do with Shayla. It has everything to do with the trust you have in your man. This is your man, man, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be building a relation. If you're building a relationship with your man, this is the person you need to have that trust with.
Yeah.
Shayla will always be a snake. It doesn't matter what you do to Shayla, she will always be a snake. But
And
Shayla is
this
not the one you're going to be concentrating on and saying, I don't want her around my man. Why you don't want her around your man? Is it
and,
because you don't trust your man?
Mm.
and they say if you know where the head of the snake is, you know how to move.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So if you know say Sheila is a snake, you know bring Sheila in your house.
Exactly. I
You
totally
know what I
agree with
mean?
that.
You know, bring her in your circle. If you go anywhere and deal with her, you deal with her, but
So our
you
teaching.
cannot
So
come in
what
your
is the
boundary.
teaching? Dave is teaching Shayla right now.
Sheila, Dave not teach Sheila nothing.
They're not teaching Shayla anything. They've said he don't want that kind of energy in his house. And he's not
No,
going
when
to say
he
that
go
he,
outside, he said to her, says, if you forgive, that mean you
Amber, you
forgive.
talking about
If
yeah,
you
Amber.
but you're
can't
talking
trust
about
her, she'll not
Amber.
supposed to be in her circle. That's
Yeah,
what
you're
I take
talking.
away from that.
You're
Yes, but
talking
that's what
about
you
Amber.
said, Shayla. But
You said
you thought you
Sheila.
mean Amber.
Yeah, Amber.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, because that's what Dave is saying. You can't say you don't forgive somebody and yet you're working with them. You're building a meeting with them. You're in their circle. She has been
Mm-hmm.
going to Shayla's house. Look how many times she go to Shayla's house. The first time she went to Shayla's house was for that games night. And she has been going back to Shayla's house ever since. They have met for lunch. They have met for dinner. They have met all over the place. They have been going out. How can you say you don't? You forgive somebody, and yet every chance you get, you keep bringing back up the same thing. And Sheila was right today. You said you forgive me, but you're stuck in the past.
I
You're
mean,
stuck. You're continuously stuck in the past.
Sheila has not yet take accountability for what she doing.
Sheila
She
will
just
never take
she
accountability for what
want
she did.
she want everybody to go around it, and she don't want
Listen,
to face it and take accountability for what
carry
she
on.
has.
How can you take accountability for something you don't think you were wrong? You
Mm.
never take accountability. Sheila don't
I
think she did anything wrong. So she will
I
never take
understand. I
accountability for
understand
it
that. But that's
until
why that's
she finds out about the Lisi and Iman and she realized that is when, when Sheila is going to take accountability. When when Iman and the Lisa affair is staring her in the face and she know what it felt like, then she's going to say, oh my God, I really did this to Amber. That is when
mm,
she's going to want the true forgiveness from Amber. That is
mhm,
when she's going to come back to seek real, true forgiveness. That is when she's going to come back and take accountability and beg Amber on her knees to say, listen, I know that what I did was wrong. Because what Sheila said today shows you that she thinks she did nothing wrong. When
the
she
fact that she
said
said
that
you
you
were
were
trying to
trying to
mess with
come back,
and
exactly,
with me and
her
Anthony, I
relationship
said
with
I know
exactly.
this girl is
She
not
don't
talking that
because
nonsense.
one, Anthony sell her a bunch of baloney because Anthony was the one who let Sheila believe that they were in a relationship. Anthony was the one who let Sheila believe that Amber was a side chick. Because Anthony was practically living with Sheila. Remember, Anthony moved out of the mansion, living at Dayland, living at Piari, sleeping every night at Sheila's house. They're going on trips. They're taking Kai here. They're going shopping. They're going eating out. They're going on vacation. So tell me, if you have a man doing all of this for you, giving you money, you want money to go to do a makeover and he give you $10,000, you just ask him whatever you ask or you get. What would
Mm.
you think? Tell me now, what would you think? Wouldn't you think that that is your man?
Exactly.
So, there are some delusion things happening with Sheila, but Anthony still
Sheila
feeds into her delusion.
in her
Anthony was the
foolishness.
one, yeah, but Anthony was the one doing that. Anthony told her, Anthony goes as far as to tell her that he slept with Pierre. Anthony ever tell Amber that?
No, he never
No.
told Amber.
He never told Amber that Anthony
He
was
never
stealing
told
Sheila's
Amber.
stuff. Anthony was confiding in Sheila things that he never
Mm-hmm.
confided in Amber. He was
Because
telling
that's what the
Sheila stuff
Jezebel
about
spirit does.
ex, but that
Make
and
him
that's
feel like he was at a safe place.
and that's what I'm
Yeah.
telling you. He said Sheila was his peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He
what the
said Sheila was
Jezebel
his
spirit
That's
do.
his
peace.
piece.
So with all of that, Sheila would have to believe that she was the main chick. She
Yep.
would have to believe that she was the next in line. All Sheila was waiting for was that divorce. Sheila was ring shopping.
Yeah.
Sheila wanted to go to premarital
Mm-hmm.
counseling. So tell
And
me
the man
now.
married. And the man married.
Okay, so I'm telling you,
And she
if
think Amber
you
take her husband.
And
and
you mad
exactly.
sick head no
So,
good.
but no, it's not mad sick head no good. It's Anthony was mad
Everybody's
sick.
crazy.
Anthony was the one who was mad sick and head no good. Because he was the one and he went to counseling with Amber and he's telling Sheila that the counseling that they're going to is for them to
Divorce
for the
counseling.
divorce counseling. They're going to divorce counseling. Come on.
Come
So
on,
what you
guys. You
think
remember?
if
Anthony
Sheila
said
is not
divorce
so
counseling.
exactly Sheila is not so righted in her head, and Anthony's feeding
Divorce
into all that
counseling.
delusion. You
Oh my
can't blame
God.
Sheila at the end of the day. We are blaming Sheila, but we cannot actually blame Sheila at the end of the day because Anthony was the one who. The only thing when Sheila wanted to move him in, Sheila was washing his clothes. Sheila
Mm-hmm.
used to go to Pierre to pick up his clothes and take back to the apartment to wash.
Mm-hmm.
He was paying all of Sheila bills,
Yeah.
food bill, rent,
He
Then
surely did.
Sharon,
car bill,
Charmaine,
everything.
Charmaine, why you think Anthony get trapped into that? That was just a plain old trap, and he
Mm-hmm.
could not
Yes.
get a hold of
And
himself. That
and that's
the trap
why.
that Sheila played on him. Oh, you're gonna do this, you're gonna leave Kai, you're not a good father. This, that she used
And
every
Yeah.
single
Devil
darkness
okay,
use
that
the child.
he had, and she used it against Anthony. So everything
Mm-hmm.
she said,
but that was in the
Anthony
end.
feel Anthony felt the obligation to do
No,
it.
but that was in the
Mm-hmm.
end
Every
when
member
when
said,
she
Remember, every time him do something, say Amber, why you gotta do this, Amber? And it gave him
Mm-hmm.
a guilt trip. That's all she
Yes,
did.
but
Played on him and give him a guilt
remember
trip.
that was
So
towards
therefore
the
the fool
end.
fall for it.
That was
Mm-hmm.
towards the end. Remember
Even the
that was
Jamaica
towards the
trip.
end.
Even the Jamaica
Yeah,
trip.
what's
Because
his name?
Amber
What's
go
her
up in
name?
the,
Ro was no. Ro was responsible for that. But
the
that was towards the end because you know what Sheila used to do with Anthony. Sheila used to make Anthony feel so bad about Wayne and Amber. She used to just
yes,
drill it and then she
manipulative.
build him. Don't worry because you're Mr. Dalton and
Yeah.
your
Mm-hmm.
family's here and remember your family's this and your family's always here for you. Yeah, but Anthony was never the one to say, Sheila, stop the bullshit. We are not family. He was always agreeing with her.
Because of
Yes, I
guilt.
love you.
A guilt.
Yes, I love you. But that's what I'm saying. So we keep blaming Sheila for
She may
something that
blame
Anthony
because of
was
she
doing.
plays the
Yeah,
guilt.
Anthony was doing.
She
It doesn't matter.
as she
All
do
right.
it.
What did Dave just tell Amber? You are talking about me.
As she a
Trust
guilt
me.
she use. She
It
use
doesn't
guilt
matter.
and tie the man. As
And
she
it doesn't matter if it's guilt. Anthony played right into Sheila's hand.
then if guilt,
Dave,
if you know him
Mm-hmm.
know say him do something wrong. He knows he did something wrong. And she use the same guilt and play on him.
so that means that
So
he's weak.
therefore, him,
That means
well,
he's
if
a
you call him,
weak man.
all
He's a
right, if you
weak
call him
man.
weak, all right,
No,
that's
he's a
fine.
weak
But
man. He's a
however,
weak man.
it is Shayla
He's a
that
weak
caused
man.
him to be that man. She
Exactly.
not
But
do it.
and then again it goes right back to say Shayla was
Mm-hmm.
manipulative. But you cannot blame Shayla for all the things that she was doing. Because Anthony
Yeah.
was
Manipulation.
remember what Anthony told Chase? Anthony told Chase that he'll never leave Shayla. Remember all of that. And
Yeah.
Sheila was not standing beside him when Anthony told Chase that. And Anthony told Daylan that he'll never leave Sheila. He'll never
Yeah.
leave Sheila alone. But it was not a situation where nobody was forcing Anthony. Sheila did not have a weapon to Anthony's head. Anthony was the one who was, whether it's guilt or whatever you want to say, but he was in the situation and he was
Yeah.
leading Shayla along. He was the one leading Shayla along.
So
He
let me
was
ask you
leading this
something.
girl along.
So Charmaine, let me ask a question and let me ask the chat. What is manipulation?
Same thing that Anthony was doing with Shayla, the same thing Shayla was doing with Anthony. Both of them was manipulating each other.
Yeah.
Manipulation is like an influence that controls.
Mm-hmm.
It controls in the
You're
spirit. It controls in a deceptive way to get what you want, and that's what we saw Shayla
yeah,
did. She
but
manipulate the man
yes, to
Mm-hmm.
to
begin
get
with,
what she
she
Please
get,
did.
get
and
the
she
mic button,
used
guys. Please get
Yes,
the
of
mic
course
button.
she
Get that
she
did.
mic
She
used
did
button.
that.
guilt,
She did
she
that.
used
She did
guilt,
that.
she used fear, she used lie,
Yes,
she
but
used
Anthony's the
emotional
man.
pressure.
You remember
Charmian,
one time what
again,
Anthony tell
when you are
Pierre?
being manipulated, you feel that everything is right.
Yeah.
When you've been manipulated,
You remember what Pierre told Sheila one time when Sheila said Anthony was green? Pierre
Mm-hmm.
said, no, Anthony's not green. Anthony's calculating.
Yeah.
He's a very calculating man. And you
and
remember
we
one
see
time
that was not true.
What Anthony told Pierre? That he
Mm-hmm.
does not do anything he doesn't want to do.
Let's
Anything
read
he
some
does
comments.
is
Yeah.
something that he wants to do.
Yeah. And that is true. Anthony is very manipulating. All right, let's get some comments here. We don't want the chat to feel alone. Altia is going to ask Shayla what's her MBA boyfriend name is. I think it's either Talia is gonna tell, let that secret out, or Shayla gonna go by Delicia and see. I rather it be Shayla see them together than the little girl out her mother. Or maybe it will be King out Delicia. St. Michael says a truth cannot be built on a lie. This was wrong. And entanglement from day one. So
We
it
read that already.
will never bear good fruit. God doesn't bless any mess. Exactly, St. Michael. Yolanda says, Anthony and Amber, Mr. and Mrs. Sorry. Oh yes, that's the. Oh, I think I like that one, Mister and Mrs. Sorry, that's a new one
Mhm.
for
Oh
the
yeah.
dolphins. Please hit the like button, guys. Please get the likes up, guys. It's 55 of you guys on here. Please come out of the bush and hit the like button. It doesn't take a thing to hit the like button. Okay, doesn't cost a thing. Please hit the like button. Thank you. And Tina says here, too late now. The skeleton on the wall sucks up a lot of the bad energy today. You're absolutely right, Tina. Well said. You're absolutely right. And we've been getting that all day. And Vernon says, I like Amber, but she will lose Dave. That girl is stupid as she won't learn. Here we go. Shayla and her evil self. Okay, thank you, Vernon. And Sabrina says, Shayla has the sight on Dave. Yes, and Lisa, Miss Sharon, can you ask a question as well? What happened to the godly person persona he was using an Amber when he first met? He was giving her Bible quotes, uplifting her at the mountain, yes. And it looks like that went out. He got her now, so he doesn't have to do all of that again. I haven't seen him do anything like that. Charmaine, did you see how Shayla watched Dave? Yes, I saw it, Eklund. It's not short in 1 year. I'm here too, and I'm watching it with you guys. And Terry, and we all see it. Okay, and Lydia says, Slime is gathering her plan B strategy before Eman is out of here. Oh my goodness. Lydia, thank you for that. Lee says, Amber said trust and forgiveness is two different things. But how can she say that if she's still battling with the two? Exactly. Well said. Amber is fighting, but eventually she will lose that fight because she has to go to God. I just want, guys, I do love the Amber character. She let me start this page. I want to see her win. And I just want her to come out of the flesh. I want her to get back into her word because she's gonna glow up and I need to see that happening for her. But before that happens, Amber has to crash too, just like Mr. Anthony Dalton has to crash. And then them have to say, God, here I am. Thank you for that, darling. I want to hear Shayla conversation with Tamira and Angelina because I don't trust Shayla. Remember, Anthony told Shayla that she could have gone after anyone that Amber was with. And he's absolutely right. That's what Shayla would do. She would go
And that's a
off.
possibility.
Well said. This is a very good And you're right, Charmaine. Anthony start this set this off. I mean, Shayla started it, and Anthony continued with the nonsense, with the delusion, make the girl think that she's Mrs.
Exactly.
Anthony Dalton.
Of course,
He's
Anthony, and
he's
I
gonna
blame
marry.
Anthony. I'm not going to blame Shayla. It started with Shayla, but Anthony did not have to continue it. And
Yeah,
even after Amber caught him with Shayla, that was when he told Shayla he's happy. Remember what he said to Shayla? You know
mm-hmm.
something, Shayla? I'm
Like
glad everything is
surprise.
out in the open. I'm glad everything is out in the open now because it's like a burden has been lifted off of me. We don't have to be running around and hiding and all that. In the middle of everything, I think Amber stopped loving and sorry, Anthony stopped loving Amber. What regardless if Sheila was manipulating. But in the middle of everything, Anthony told Sheila that, oh, I hate to go home to Amber.
Yeah, I
I wish I
remember
could
that.
just stay here all day with you. Even when they were on that porch, remember when they were on the balcony? When he
Yeah,
used to have Sheila on the balcony and he was used to tell Sheila, this is so peaceful and I love to be here so much with you. Remember, you're my peace. So, how would not Sheila tell me now? After you have somebody telling you all of that, and you
mm-hmm.
would think that you would think that you were not the main chick and
Yeah,
the wife was the side chick because
yeah.
of
I may go
of
back and say
course,
a
They treated her
manipulation
like said she
it
because
was
don't
the
really
side
matter.
chick.
It doesn't matter how he was manipulated, but the
Mm,
fact that he used to be doing that,
mm,
regardless. He used to do that. They went. I remember one time Sheila was complaining after she had the baby, and and she was telling him that she feel like she don't want to be here anymore, and she's tired of what she did to Amber, and that what did Anthony do? Anthony take her out of town, take her to the cabin. That was the first time I think they went to the cabin, and Angelina stayed. He's going to LA. He took the girl to LA. His wife wanted to go and he did not take his wife. He
Yeah.
took Shayla to LA. Rose petals, champagne. Come on. Come on,
Yes, it's true.
Sharian.
It's
All of
true.
those
And
things.
listen, I
It,
understand that he does those things. I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
he didn't do them, but how were they done though,
He
Charmaine?
has
That's
to
my
take a
thing.
lot of
It
accountability,
it it
Yolanda.
it was done under the manipulation spirit. That's what I'm saying to you.
and I
Because
am
what does
saying,
manipulation does? It makes someone feels like they make them feel guilty.
Yeah.
So they
there
do
was no
what no,
guilt.
listen,
There was no guilt for him
Charmaine,
to do what he was doing.
Charmaine. Sorry, my earpiece dropped out. Sheila
What was
did
he
what
guilty
she
about?
listen. No, I'm not. I'm saying that's what the manipulation spirit does. It twists the truth, right, to make
Mm-hmm.
you conform and make it look innocent and
Mm.
make it look real. That's what manipulation does. You
Yeah, but
understand?
and
And it
yeah, and I
uses things.
understand
It
that.
used to control. Remember,
Mm.
the manipulation is a control thing. So
Yeah.
therefore, when she used that spirit to manipulate, she will get any and everything and conform Anthony to the truth, to her truth.
Anthony was just a
And
weak
that's what
man. Simple
and that's
put.
what the manipulation spirit does. It
Mm.
controls. You understand? And
We're
it
not
Anthony
talking
was
and
about
it
just
Anthony
quiet
now,
Anthony
and it
was
Sharia.
just a
silence.
weak man. Anthony was just a weak man. And you know what again? And this was something that Anthony spoke to Ben about. Remember what Anthony told Ben that Shayla was easy. Shayla was free spirit. Amber
Mm-hmm.
was like she was a school teacher,
Mm-hmm.
structured.
That's what
And
he
that
told
was
Dylan.
what exactly.
Told
And
Dylan.
that was what he likes in Shayla.
Mm-hmm.
Because Shayla was easy. Shayla was free
Mm-hmm. She was
spirit.
easy.
Exactly. She was easy. She was free spirit. And
Mm-hmm.
his wife was structured. His
Yes.
wife was like she was in school, a school teacher,
Mm-hmm.
giving structured lesson while Sheila was free spirit. So Sheila would get him to do anything.
Guys,
But
please
I
hit
said
the like
again,
button for me.
I'm not saying anything about him not being
We have
manipulative.
63 watching.
I'm
I
saying
need
it
your
was because
support.
of
Please hit the like button.
that. That
Thank
it was
you.
because of that behavior that Shayla is the way she is.
Yeah.
Because Anthony hand his balls and his power over to Shayla. Anthony
Yes.
handed his balls and his power over to
Tr-
Shayla. So
I'm
Power and
So
manipulation.
Shayla would look at Amber as she was the
Did
side chick.
Anthony
She
and
was the
his
one who
balls over to Shayla.
interfered. He looked at she would look at Amber that she was the one who was interfering in their relationship because they were having a relationship. He was bold enough to go to Amber's house to ask Amber, are you seeing Anthony again? Come on, tell me, who does that? If she did not count Amber as the side chick, you would not sign yourself. I'm not even talking about the time when Anthony was there. I'm talking about the time when Amber came out and Amber told her that she was a bottom feeder and that's all she'll ever be. He went to, if Anthony did not hand her that power and his balls,
Mm-hmm.
he could not have gone to Amber's house. Angelina went to Amber's house twice.
Mm-hmm.
Twice. So Anthony is the one who, and then
We're
Anthony,
just holding that.
and then guess me what? When Amber told Anthony
Mm-hmm.
about, Amber told Angelina about the flowers. What did Anthony did? What did Anthony do? Anthony went back to the house to check Amber to
Thank you,
ask,
Tina.
why did you tell Angelina about the roses? Why did you
Mm-hmm.
tell Angelina about the flowers? Because Anthony had given them the power
Mm-hmm.
to treat Amber like she was a side chick. Or
Yes,
else Anthony,
that is true.
Angelina could not have gone to her house and tell her, please keep the house clean for Shayla. I hope you know you have to clean this house, keep this house clean for when Shayla is going to move in.
Exactly. That was sort of out
Anthony
of,
was the one who let them start to look at Amber as a side chick.
yeah. This is why, guys, I'm saying I wish Amber and Dave have never crossed the line. If they hadn't crossed the line, I would be all gone up in here saying, cheering on Amber and Dave says, yes, wait for the divorce. If she had
Is
never done that, because Amber need a man that loves her for her, that stands there for her, that supported her. That's what I wanted for Amber. That's what all of us wanted for Amber. Her husband Anthony has done her really, really, really bad. And I'm here saying God has a plan. We have to trust the process. But why do you want Amber to go back to a horrible husband as Anthony Terrian? Please answer that for me.
all right. I'm not saying that. All right. We know Anthony now as the horrible man. And they're saying that God has a plan. When God has a plan for our life, when that plan come to full fruition, you are a new person. All things are passed away, and behold, all things become new. So you will be a new person. So when Amber goes back to Anthony, she's not going back to the old Anthony, the old Anthony where he speaks down to her and all of these things. That's not who she's going back to. And the Amber that
Seemingly.
he's going back to is not the Amber that speaks down to, they don't speak down to each other. They'll be a
Mm-hmm.
brand new person, right? I know a lot of people don't want Amber and Anthony together. However, the choices that they are making now, if we should say how we don't know how Skitland is going to write
Mm-hmm.
the plan of God, but I want to say that if God has a plan, God said He has
That's
a plan
Terrian,
over
darling.
your.
Lead that's Terrian.
If God said that He has a plan over your life, right? Um, the plan of God doesn't change because of your actions or your decision that you make. The plan doesn't change. You might delay your process, but the
Mm-hmm.
plan doesn't change, right? Because it is a plan that God has for
We
us.
need 21 more likes, guys. 21 more likes. Please hit the like button. Sorry, Terry.
So that's okay. So we just have to see how they are going to write the plan for 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 the Daltons. However,
Mm-hmm.
when if they do that, they get back together, it's going to be a brand new person. Anthony's going to be a brand new man. Um, Amber's going to be a brand new woman. And guess what? When you see the change,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to love both of them. It not look
That's
possible.
2030.
It not look possible.
2030.
No, all right. It no matter when.
2030.
It doesn't matter
As
when.
Auntie Riri says, 2030.
It no matter when. It must come to it. The Bible said, though the vision tarry, wait on it.
Mm-hmm.
Though they might tarry till 2030, we're gonna wait on it.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to stand firm on God's word no matter
Yeah, we
what.
have
No
to.
matter
God
what
has a
comes
plan.
your
We have to
way.
trust the
If
process.
if him say he has a plan, he has a plan.
Dalton,
I
the
know
Yeah,
earth
but
my
is
then we
plan.
still
I
don't
simply.
know
have
his
my
plan.
plan.
Mm-hmm.
We
His
don't
plan
know his
is
plan.
his plan is to prosper you and not to
Right.
harm you.
So this now
Mm-hmm.
we
So,
see.
so
This now
do
we
you
see.
think, do you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm just asking you a question. So he said his plan is to prosper you and not to harm you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So with, do you think if he's going to prosper them, maybe
Mm-hmm.
he's going to, maybe the Dave and the Denisha will not be people that he's going to, because those relationships did not start off properly. Those relationships start off in sin. And if
Mm-hmm.
God said he's going to prosper you and not harm you, I don't think he wants you to continue in sin. But you know something else
Yeah.
that I've been saying? God does not call the righteous.
Mm-hmm.
God does not call the righteous. God
No.
calls sinners.
For
Yes, he
repentance.
does.
God calls sinners.
Yes,
But
he definitely does.
he calls sinners to repentance. When he calls
Exactly.
Yes.
So
sinners to
that's what I'm
repentance.
saying. That's what I'm
Guys,
saying.
please
So
get the
God
likes up,
calls
guys. Get the
sinners.
likes up.
Yes, when he calls sinners to repentance. So who
Mhm.
knows? if it's not going to be a situation where
Yes, they
every
both need to live
all
up,
of
live in
them,
the baptism.
Dave,
Yes.
Amber, Denisha, and Anthony, they're all going to go to repentance.
Yeah, but
We
that's what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. But
We
that's what
don't
I'm
know if
saying.
that's not what his plans are.
Okay,
But
Delmar.
We
that's what
don't
I'm
know if
saying.
that's not
That
the plans he has for them, calling them to repentance. I mean,
if
we're saying that God has a plan, but we don't know what God's plan is. It can be a call
Mm-hmm.
to repentance and they stay with whoever they are with now
Yes,
because
ma'am.
they have repented and they get their divorce and they continue to be on their merry way. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't know if that's
we
not
don't know
God's
how
plan
them
as well.
we don't know how them plan is. We don't know how the writers them are writing the
Yeah.
plan. But however, the plan of God, and then the Bible tells you there are many plans that is in a man's heart,
Yeah.
but it's the Lord purpose that will prevail. It is the Lord's plan that will prevail. And Amber and Anthony character has many plans. Amber has
Yeah.
plans to live a long life with Dave. Anthony have a plan to live a long life with Denisha. But remember when Dave's mother turned to Amber and said, "This is that what God says about your marriage? Say
Are you
it is
guys
over."
done? Yes.
Exactly, we don't know. So maybe what she's saying is you and Amber is saying that what Amber said. She does not love Anthony anymore, and that's over. And she asks a valid question. Did God say it was over? Or
Exactly.
you were the one who
Did
is
God
saying it's
say it was
over?
over?
It's a possibility that God did not say it was over. Maybe it's not
Mm-hmm.
over
Mhm.
yet.
It's not
Maybe
over
Mm-hmm.
yet.
it's not over yet.
Mhm.
It does not mean that it's not going to be over. It just means
Mm-hmm.
it's not over yet. And it's going to take them through things that they need to learn.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Because
where the shaping
Amber's
is gonna come.
exactly. And
There it,
and maybe and they're going to learn and they're going to move on from each other and be better spouses for whoever they're going to be with. So it's a
Exactly.
possibility that when she said, did God say it was over? It does not mean that no, it's not over and you're going to be
Mm-hmm.
together. It means that no, it's not over yet. You still need to learn things from this marriage between you and your husband. There are
Yeah.
lessons. And my mother always tell me when you're in the valley,
Welcome in,
there are
Antoinette.
always lessons in the valley for you to learn.
it is in the
Exactly.
valley he
You
will restore your soul.
exactly. So there are always lessons in this valley for you to learn. So
And
maybe
I
right
said
now,
Amber is going to learn from
Okay,
Dave,
Antoinette. Thank you.
and Denisha is going to learn. Anthony is going to learn from
Mm-hmm.
Denisha.
exactly. And it's a situation that they might still get their divorce and continue with whoever they are with. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that they have lessons to learn.
Yeah,
So the
lessons to
marriage is
learn.
and the marriage is not over and it might not be over for another couple of years. Who knows?
Yeah.
They might
I
still be married
refuse
for
to
another couple of years.
I refuse
Well,
to
you know,
watch
refuse to
Anthony.
watch.
I
Oh,
refuse to
please. And
watch
you are going
Anthony
to
and
carry on. You're going to watch it.
You're gonna watch
You
it.
you're going to watch.
You're gonna
I
watch it.
mean, I say that every
okay.
day too, that I don't want to see this and I don't want to see that. And yet I get up every morning and I'm still watching. Yet I wake up every morning. I'm looking forward to the 9:30
Well
skit.
said there. Well
Yes, I
said.
wake
Please
up
hit the
every
like button, guys. Please hit
and
the like
every hour
button.
after that, and every hour after
Doesn't
that,
take
I'm
anything. Just
refreshing
hit the like
I'm
button.
refreshing my page to see if any new skit
Ding,
drop. So I
ding.
mean, we say it, but come on, it's
I do need you
entertainment,
guys'
and we
support.
like it.
Please hit the like button,
We
everyone.
like it. It's entertainment, but I'm
Connect.
just
Did you hit
saying
the like button when you come on in?
the power
Guys,
is in the
please
pen
hit
of
the
the
like
writer.
button.
The
That's all.
writers, yeah.
Yeah, the writer. The power is in the pen of the writer.
Mm,
Hmm.
And people said Wayne said he's not going to change Kai to be. He was. Remember, people were saying when everybody was saying the DNA result is going to show different, and some people
mm-hmm,
said Wayne said he was not going to change Kai from being Anthony's, and that's what he did.
mm.
Although he and then
Yeah, I
he
was
was
watching
and
Dave,
then
but
he was yeah
Ernestine
and
was
then he
watching
was
that.
there was a
Exactly.
joke because he showed it in our face that Kai is not really Anthony's, but I'm not going to change it. Because
Mm.
look at this messed up DNA report.
Yeah, they
But I
shows
said
us.
it,
So I hope they
yeah,
change it
but
now.
and he just said he's not I'm not
That
changing
was
it,
last
although
year. We
it
don't know if he's gonna
exactly.
change it this
No,
year.
but I'm just saying he said he's not changing it. So he might still not change it because there are also going to be lessons to learn regarding Kai as well. Anthony might need to learn a painful lesson that he needs to step up as a father,
Mm-hmm.
regardless. Regardless. So if they said, Wayne said there's not going to be a divorce, it might not be a divorce. I did not hear him say that. I mean, I've heard him say that one time when Amber told him that she wants a divorce. Anthony told him that Amber wants a divorce, and Wayne said, no, come on, there's no, you're not going to divorce. And that's what people run with. We don't know. We don't know. It's in the power of the writers.
Right.
But after watching some of these older skits where Anthony was foul, and I'm telling you, those skits are the one that is triggering me. No, it's not these skits with the Denisha and whatever. I don't even pay these no mind. The ones where he was
Lessons.
actually being
Lessons.
foul towards his wife when he was with Shayla.
Lessons.
The girl was in her kitchen every day, peeking in her face. She's sitting there with
Mm-hmm.
her belly. The wife is throwing parties and all of that for her, asking Anthony to be godfather to his son. And Anthony said yes, to be there for her because
Lessons.
always be there. We want you always to be there for Sheila. We are going to be godparents for Sheila child. And all this time, it's
And
your child. And you're looking at this, and Amber does not even know that it's child. And they're doing everything for this child. She's buying baby clothes. Even after she lost her child, when she had the miscarriage, she was still in Walmart buying all those cute things for Anthony. Her and Anthony got child. And it was her stepchild and Anthony child. Come on, who could be so cruel?
Yeah, they're wicked.
Oh, was
They are wicked.
awful. That
When you
was
really look
awful.
at those things, I have to wonder, do we really want them back together?
I do. I'll be the only one standing. That's all right.
Oh
I'll be the only one
Lord,
standing.
every time
I
I hear all the bad things he said, I
I
really wouldn't want them back together.
I
But
know.
guys,
I know. I
let me
want to
explain
change.
myself.
I want to
Because of how the
change.
storyline is surrounded by God as a plan, trust the process, and what the mom is saying, I am leaning towards what I'm seeing, picking up the nuggets, guys, that the Daltons eventually will get it together. That
Yeah,
there's
we'll
gonna be a
see.
redemption story, but
I'll
maybe,
still be on the fence. I will
Me not
still
the
be on the
fence.
fence.
Me say all when me see Anthony take up the pen. Hamba take up the pen. Me still a
and
trust God
maybe they
for
actually
him.
bring Denisha in for Anthony this time, and they actually brought in Dave for Amber this time.
For
So
what?
let's see what God's plans is because we're not writing the
Sherry.
script. So we're gonna
Sherry.
see what that does with
Hmm?
these two couples. Let's
Sherry.
see. But if they're going by God as a plan, oh, in God's name, Amber end up with Dave. I
She
know
not
in
end up
God's
with
name,
there. Listen,
Anthony end up with Denisha.
it is a detour. It is a detour. That's all it is. It is a remember me tell you no. Say to the dear, yeah, it is a detour.
It's a long
Please hit
detour.
the
It's going
like
to
It's
be
button,
a
a
long
guys. Please
detour.
hit the like button.
listen to me.
Thank
It
you.
It's
is
going
Please
to be
hit
a
the
a long
likes up, guys.
detour.
detour. It
We
is a
have
detour. I did
44. So we
because
need what? Let me
it's a
see.
detour. Don't worry, it's a detour. Detour
Well,
that
Amber
come.
said to trust the process. So
We need 12 more likes, guys. 12 more
Anthony
likes to
told
go.
Sheila to trust the process. And now
12 more
Amber is saying
likes.
in her life, trust the process. So all we have to do is to trust the process.
Yeah,
But
that's what
as
they said in the
Terry,
live.
and
And
yes,
Anthony says we're gonna get some backstories. Let's see
yes.
if we get the
So we
backstory with
need to get,
Anthony.
and
I'm dying to see.
maybe the backstory we are getting will be Dave backstory with Evelyn. And maybe if Denisha, maybe those are the backstory we'll be getting. If Denisha child father comes in, we'll be getting backstory as well. But you know, Terrian, and what comes to my mind is when you remember when the earth was flooded,
Mm-hmm.
and after all that water receded, and it was like a new
Yes,
that
sent my
when the bird went out,
absolutely
when the
sorry.
dove went out, and he came back with
Mm-hmm.
a olive branch. to
Mm-hmm.
show that the water was
It's
receding.
dry. Mm-hmm.
Can
Yes,
I read
that the
some
water was
comments when you
receding.
finish
Give me
that?
1 minute, Sharon. Let me just finish.
Mm.
And then the ark came to sit on whatever mount it was called, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
it was like a new earth.
Mm-hmm.
That is the rebirth you're thinking of, Amber and Anthony.
Mm.
Mm, It,
Yeah, it's brand new. Everything is brand new.
everything is going to be brand new because
So
the
that's what I'm
thing that,
saying. It's going to be a rebirth.
and that's what I'm saying. They're going to be a point when they have the encounter that they're going to have
Mm-hmm.
will bring them back to the place, their rightful place, right? And when they come back to the rightful place, the Bible said, when
Mm-hmm.
you come to Christ, a new creature, you are a new person. Old things are passed away, and behold, all things become new.
Exactly.
All things become new. So therefore, we're gonna see a new Anthony, a new Amber, and their lifestyle will model a Christ-like. Because anytime, excuse me, anytime you have an encounter, you can with God, a real encounter, you can never be the same
Yeah, it's true.
again. You
Absolutely right.
can never be the
It's
same.
going to be a
The
while though.
Yeah.
the main person I can tell you that the life of Paul, if you read the life of Paul, Paul was the worst people to the people of God. And when God, that same spirit of aggressiveness that he had, and more the perseverance, and he was determined to do this to the church
Yes.
and the body of Christ, God used that same spirit to preach the gospel. So therefore,
Mm.
God is going to meet both of them on Damascus Road. And once they get that
Damascus
encounter,
Road.
they will be
Yes.
a brand new person. And people are not going to recognize the person that they become. People are still going to say, but you know, this is Anthony
Yes.
that used to do this and used to do that. But
Mm.
they will have to understand that when you are come to Christ and Him change you, you can never be the same, because you will never want to go back to where you're
Well
coming
said.
from.
Well said,
Hey, can I
Terry.
ask you a question, Tyrion?
Hmm.
So you're saying it might get worse before it even gets
It
better?
Yeah.
has to get, yeah, it has to get worse before it get better.
What more worse there is to come?
Oh yes, will it more worse? Yeah, it going to get worse before it get better. This is not the worst.
This is not the worst.
No, 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 no.
I
This is
wonder
not
what
the
the worst
worst.
gonna be.
More things are gonna come. You're gonna see more lie upon lie. More
Oh
lie
lordy.
upon lie, more deception upon deception.
Lots of
And
deception.
a whole heap of deception. And guess what? Remember me always say sin will take you further than you intended to go, and keep you longer than you intended
Yes,
to
dear.
stay.
Make you pay
And
more
the
than what you want to
cost
pay.
it will cost you more than you intended to pay, right? So therefore, s- that behavior,
I
I'm
Julie.
not talking about the person, I'm saying the behavior will cost
Yeah.
you more than you want to pay, because it will cost you your peace,
Yeah.
that thing is
Well,
going to
it's
cost
costing
you your
them that right
peace.
now. It's
It
costing
going
them that right
I'm
now.
telling
They're
you,
in it right now, Terry.
it going cost them peace. And people can know when you don't have peace, you have
Mm-hmm.
nothing. You don't have anything when you don't have peace.
So
I
let me
think
ask
I
you
think
something, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
So that means Amber, I'm gonna read we're gonna read your comments in a bit. I'm still looking at your comments. Don't think I'm not seeing them. You guys have beautiful ideas there. Um, so you're telling me Amber has to lose, Dave. Anthony has to lose. So Amber has to lose something, and Anthony has to lose something for them to have redemption, for them to
It,
go
it,
to God.
they don't for them to go to God, it does you don't have to necessarily lose something,
Mm,
but you can get that encounter, a conviction you can get. And once you get that conviction, something can happen. Might not happen to you, but it can
mm-hmm,
happen to someone else. And you see where, like you would look at it and you will say, "Oh my God, this thing happened to this person," and makes you become grateful. And it can cause you to turn. because
But
you could
Amber
tell you,
and
and because you could tell yourself that could have been me.
mm,
So it might not happen to them per se, or it might happen to
mm-hmm,
somebody else. But again, they will hear the word again. Somebody is going to tell them the word of God again. But let's
mm-hmm.
see if they don't heed to it, then see what. I don't know. We'll
Okay,
see.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense. But like how Anthony and Amber is so stubborn,
Hmm.
it as to me, it's like they have to lose something for them to learn. It has to happen to them because if it happened to somebody else, I don't think they'll get the message. Just like what Shayla is doing right now. What she said to Amber yesterday, she said, "Amber, you took Anthony, and so Shayla pretends now to Amber. She turned to Amber and said to Amber, you took Anthony. And I'm here saying, oh, in God's name, did she take Anthony? And Anthony, she didn't take Anthony. That is Amber's husband. So Aunt Shayla won't know until it happens to her, right? Because Amber said to her, says, you don't get it. You're delusional, right? That's what I'm saying. You're delusional. So when it happens, when Shayla actually caught Denisha with Iman, I think that is when Shayla is going to, I hope she does, learn and understand this is what I did to Amber. Now she can see what she did to Amber. So this is what I'm saying. If this situation happens to somebody else, Amber and Anthony will not learn that lesson. But if Amber and Anthony loses something or they're in a situation, and I think Amber is in love with Dave, I think, and are in the flesh, or Anthony, or they don't know. But if they lose those two people, Anthony loses Denisha, Amber loses Dave, will she then go to God?
Yeah, but I
Both of
don't
them
think,
go to God.
Sharon, I don't think it's because I don't think Anthony is in love with Denisha. Anthony likes what Denisha represents in
Right.
terms of she's there, she'll cook.
I Auntie Riri, she said the kind
She's there
sister
and
in
she'll cook, she'll take care of the house. She has a son that he can interact with and all that. He says he care for her, but
Mm-hmm.
if he really care for her,
You will divorce Amber.
as Amber told him, you don't care for Denisha or her son because you'd not put her because his environment is toxic. If you
Mm-hmm.
care for somebody, you're not going to put them in a toxic environment. Dave's environment is not toxic. You understand?
Mm.
Dave has a good energy in his
Yeah, he
house.
does.
So he did not, Amber is not going into a toxic environment.
Mm.
But where Denisha is concerned, Denisha and her son are moving into a toxic environment regarding Amber still comes there. Amber comes there regularly. Taylor
Mm-hmm.
comes there when she feels like. And
Mm-hmm.
Denisha knows that Amber still comes there because her clothes is still there.
Mm-hmm.
See, Anthony's begging Amber not to go into Kai's room.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. So when he places them in his house, he's putting them in a toxic environment. And if you care about people, you
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. You don't put them. So he's using them. Anthony's now is the one who is using, he's the one now using these people to manipulate and anger because he knows that
Mm.
when Amber comes here and maybe Amber see them, she's going to get angry and she's going to get a rise out of Amber. But he's realizing now that Amber don't even care if they're there. All Amber
So,
wants to do, come get what she's getting and leave. So
Okay.
it's going to be a
sh-
situation where he's going to realize that what he's doing is not working. And
Mm.
then that is why when he's going to realize that, well, maybe this was not a good idea to begin with. What
so,
Anthony got, Anthony worship his money. That
Mm-hmm.
is all Anthony worship. His money, his possession, whatever he possesses, his house, his car, whatever. That is what Anthony has to lose some of or all of.
Mm.
Or Anthony is has to. maybe he does not lose his money, but he's going to find himself in a way where the money is not going to have any use to him. He's going to still
Mm,
have all that money, but it's like it does not even matter that he has that
mm.
money, because whatever he's going through, whether it is peace or his health, but he's facing a situation where the money is not going to even matter. And maybe
So,
that is when he's going to learn that there's more important things to life than money.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sharon, I'm gonna respond to your question earlier about Amber.
Mm-hmm.
The scripture talks
Yep.
about
So I don't know. I'm just saying.
a stiff-necked person.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
that's
I'm still saying, do anybody believe that if Dave finds out, because this has now this now the situation of trust comes up,
Mm-hmm.
because Dave said to Amber, I trust you and you need to trust me.
Mm-hmm.
So now there is that argument about trust.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Dave knows that Amber was dealing with Wayne at any point?
I'm wondering because
Do you think that Amber told Dave
I think she
about
did.
her and Wayne?
I think she did. The reason why I think she did, because he mentioned they never show her tell him about Shayla and Anthony, right?
She did tell about Shayla and Anthony.
she did when they
We
were
okay,
out
When
on the
so
gym.
when they were
so
in
they
the
shows
park,
us.
Yeah, the
I
park.
yes,
can't
when they were in
remember.
the
Yes.
park and he asked her about Shayla, and when the caption was when Dave asked Amber about Shayla.
Okay, okay. So I
That
think
was the
now,
topic.
okay. So I don't think Amber told Dave about Shayla,
And
the
Amber,
Wayne
you
as yet.
remember when
I
Amber
think
told
she
him
should
that
tell him though. If
exactly.
she
So
tells
when
him, then their relationship will have a solid foundation. But
So
right
that
now,
is what I'm thinking. The trust issue is going to be when they've learned about Amber and Wayne.
yeah, I don't
Is
think
there
she tell
still
him.
going to be trust? Because
Yeah.
she told him about Sheila, because she even said when she was like, it was like an out of body experience when she walked in that room and saw Shayla, her
Oh
best
yes,
friend,
yes,
and
yes.
Anthony
He
in
did. He
bed.
did. I forget.
Yes. So
He did.
she did. But my situation is now that they're talking about trust.
Yes, they're talking about trust.
They're talking about trust. So the issue of trust is now full front and center. If Dave learns that Amber was sleeping with Dave Wayne up until the morning of her wedding, how do you think Dave is going to view that? Do you
I
think he's
don't.
going to
I
view
think he'll
that
walk
as
away
You think
because he's
what?
gonna be embarrassed. Because that if Amber doesn't tell him soon, it's gonna come out on the podcast, and the podcast is gonna be at the end of the month. So Amber, in my book, I think Amber should tell him now. Make him own decision. Do not lie to him. You know what? She's doing the same thing like what she did to Anthony. She slept with with Wayne, go to the wedding, get up, and go to get married that same day. And she never said a word to Anthony. Yes, I know Anthony, when she didn't want to go through it, Anthony convinced her to do it, but she should have still given Anthony the choice. Let Anthony make the right choice. Right now, if she really cares about Dave, Amber should actually tells Dave, let Dave make a decision. If she tells him now, I think it will be better if she tells him than he
She's not.
finds out on that podcast. But
She's
because
not.
trust me, baby, it is coming out on that podcast if Amber doesn't tell him, and it will
But
not be
guess
good.
me what? It's not only going to be about Dave anymore. Because remember, it's going to be a national podcast. So then
Exactly. It's
you're
gonna be
talking
his
about Dave,
parents,
mother,
our
and the
sister,
parents, his sister,
Lily,
his
Evelyn,
ex.
his
Everybody
business
is going to
partner.
say, that's the woman you're with who cheated on her fiance up until the day she got married.
Exactly.
At the
So this is going to
disgrace.
be
Oh my
something
goodness,
else.
Sharon, this is the consequences Wayne was talking about.
Is she
Rose
willing to
and
pay?
skirt.
Is she willing to pay the price for the sin?
Yeah.
Remember
Yep.
now.
And
Is
then
she
remember
willing to
Wayne
pay
and
the
Anthony
price?
was at Dave's house for that meeting, the party or whatever.
Mm.
And
There's a lot.
I don't know.
They
It's
listen. They always say, you see, if Amber and Anthony
Boy,
were
I said, let's
I
set it
divorced,
think
up
yeah,
again, Charmaine.
Trust issue. Trust
Yeah, trust.
issues.
She should tell
Trust.
him. She should
Trust
tell him right
issues.
now. She should tell him right now. She should tell him right now.
She's not going to tell him.
Yep.
She can't tell him now.
And
Issue of
you know
trust
what?
is
If
going
she's
to
not
come
gonna
back
tell
up.
him, do not do that podcast, because if Amber goes on that podcast and Shayla back is against the wall, Shayla is going to talk about Wayne and
And that's
Especially
why,
if
and listen,
especially she found out about the Delicia and
but
Iman.
that's why it needs to happen. You
Sheila
know
is
why
going
it
to
needs,
scorch earth.
you know
yeah,
why
she's going
it's,
to. She's
you know
going
why
to.
it's, you know why I believe she won't tell him now?
Oh my
Because this
goodness.
is where you know that if Amber and
So we
Anthony
will
get
see
back
where the
together,
writers want to go with all of this mess, because this is a mess.
wait, I mean,
So the fact that they talk about trust tonight, I know that
Yes.
that is going to be something ongoing.
Yes, trust. Yeah.
And
We
I
see
think
that.
it's going to start with Dave going to LA if he's not
Mm-hmm.
going to take Amber to LA with him. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's where it's going to start.
Mm-hmm.
but
Because Dave
listen,
has not even told Amber. They came from LA from when? And remember, Evelyn told Dave from they were out in LA about a business opportunity. So she told him, and he said, yes, it's money. And he, I'm always up for the bag. He
Mm-hmm.
did not tell Amber anything. And now he's supposed to be heading off to LA again soon. I'm assuming it's going to be soon for to work with his ex.
but let me tell
And
you
Amber
why,
is very insecure when it comes to that. So we will see. And
Sharon.
I
Okay.
even think
So what I was saying.
Even if Amber go to LA and it's going to be, it's Dave X, she's still going to have a problem with that.
Yeah, she
Even
definitely gonna
if
have a
she
problem with
goes
that.
there, as long as she's going to be working with his ex, she's
Mm-hmm.
still going to have a problem with that. So it doesn't matter if she go or she doesn't go.
She's
It's the
still
Sharon,
gonna
fact
have
that
a
he's going to
problem.
be working with, yeah, she's still
Sh-
going to have a problem with
Yeah,
that.
Sharon,
because she's jealous. She have a jealous spirit in her right now. So what I was saying, guys, is that Amber started the marriage wrong, and now she exiting the marriage wrong again, because if she's telling him everything what Anthony and Shayla did, and I know she told him that she have done her stuff. She should have just tell him right there and then. Says,
Hmm.
look here, Dave, this is what I did. Let him make an informed decision. Does he still want to have you? I think they should let Amber have that talk now with Dave. Because
Sharon,
if she doesn't remember what Wayne says, Amber, your action has consequences, and now I see where the consequences gonna be.
you
That.
know, Sharon,
Hmm.
can I say something?
Yes. I
Anyway,
need to read the chat
guys,
too.
This is
I
why
have
you
to
know
get up
that
out of here. I have an
Yes.
early morning. I'm
I'm
working
Mm-hmm.
about to
in
go
another
to,
few hours.
All
It's
right.
almost
but
one.
this is what
So enjoy the rest of your morning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow.
All
Until
right.
okay,
then,
We will.
okay,
bye.
bye.
Yeah.
Good night, Sean.
Why, why I
Yep.
believe, why I believe she might not tell
Mm-hmm.
now. It's because if Amber and Anthony's story is going to be a redemption story,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Shayla,
redemption story.
Shayla cannot be a part of it.
No, she cannot.
Right. So if this is going to cause a division between Shayla and Amber, it
Mm-hmm.
is necessary for it to come out on the podcast.
Oh my goodness. But you see how they're not fair, Terry Ann? I
Mhm.
know that I'm always telling you guys, trust the process. God has the
Mhm.
plan. God has the plan, trust the process, right? And we're calling spade a spade. We're trying to pick up all the nuggets that we can. And guys, why isn't Wayne telling Anthony about his consequences? He only says, is the lobster worth it? But
That
is
is a
that his way of
consequences.
saying that's a consequences for
That is a
Anthony too?
consequence. That
Was
is a
the
consequences.
lobster worth it?
Yeah, that is a
I
consequences that
wish
Wayne.
Amber would just tell Dave about it right now. But at the end of the day, if we're going by God as the planner, we have to trust the process. God did not send Amber to a married woman to a single man.
You see, Dave
Amber,
mother,
Dave mother already tell us, and I wish Amber had listened, take heed, and did not run away from the mom.
and
She
this
should
is what
have, when she come back to Atlanta, she should have just, I thought she would have just cut that flesh business off. they can still talk to each other, but just end that part and move back into a marital home and wait until she get that divorce
And that's what I
finalized.
was
Then they
saying.
pick up back where they left off. You know what I mean?
That's what I
But
was
God
trying to
don't
say.
bless mess.
You
So
see
they're
the
showing us, they're going to, the teaching moment in this is that I'm getting from it. No matter what you do, it will come back to bite you in the end. Every action
whatever
has a consequences,
whatever done in the dark will come to
will come
light.
to light.
And then I wanted to say that you see a
Mm-hmm.
stiff-necked person
Mm-hmm.
is a person who is stubborn and is resistant
Mm-hmm.
to correction.
Yeah. Please hit the
And
like
that's
button,
and
guys.
that's what we are seeing from the Daltons.
Yeah.
Both of them stubborn,
They're
stiff-necked.
stubborn.
They are stiff-necked. But we know that a
Mm-hmm.
person who repeatedly that rejects God's correction and refuse wise counsel
Thank you,
is
Lydia.
placing themselves in a
Mm-hmm.
dangerous place. You understand?
Yeah.
Placing themselves in a dangerous place. But we will see, you know, because we see Anthony and Amber, they both of them stubborn and they both of them refuse
Yes. And
correction.
yes.
Them reject wise counsel because Amber dear mother give Amber some sound wise counsel
Yes.
and the both of them refuse to repent. So
So
we'll see.
Melissa is coming back pregnant. The audience is saying, Charm Terrian,
Come back with who?
is that the Melissa is gonna come back pregnant with Dave child.
Well, hey, that will happen. Yeah.
What a calamity that will be.
Plot twist.
A plot
Say not
twist,
bad.
plot twist,
Yeah, yeah.
plot twist. Oh my goodness, guys, please hit the like button. Oh my goodness. Newbies, Lydia is saying to the chat, please hit the like button. Thank you. All
Listen, you
right.
just have to see how the writers them are behaving.
Yes.
The
Tina
writers them are
says 10
right.
more likes. And
The
we're good.
writers
Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you,
the
guys.
writers
Thank you,
them are
guys.
right.
Mm-hmm.
The writers them are writing, but we have to see,
Yes. So they're gonna make sure take another hit again.
well, so it go when you know hear when God talk. I said you get
Mm.
lick up and lick. And
Oh my
and it's just
goodness.
your conscience make you get those things, the
Thank you,
consequences
guys.
of it.
Thank you,
That's all it
guys.
is. But one thing we know, Dave and
Thank you for the
Amber's
49, 49 watching.
Dave and Amber relationship and Anthony and Denisha's relationship did
Yes.
not form on a true foundation. They both were on the spirit of deception,
Yes.
lying, right? So therefore, Denisha is a thief,
Yeah.
and Dave is a thief,
Exactly.
as they both have a married person.
Fornicating.
And God not do them. God don't
Mm.
mix up in those things. You understand?
Yeah.
And this is where say Dave and Amber now go anywhere.
Yeah.
Dave said to her,
Here what Suzette
"You
says,
bring." Mhm. I can,
Dave make it clear it is home, not her home. Not their
and
home.
that's what I was just about to say,
Yes.
Suzette. I was just about to say, Dave made it clear. This is where
Mm-hmm.
the trouble is starting, because Dave said, "I don't care if you come and go.
Yes.
That mean,
I
baby,
mentioned that
you don't
earlier.
live, baby, you
Mm-hmm.
don't live here. You know what I mean?
In
You
the
don't live
minor
here.
commando.
Yeah, but you're not gonna bring them energy in my house because that's not what I do. I don't rock those ways.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So we'll see hey, anything that start on solid foundation can't stand.
Yeah,
The
can't
Bible say,
stand. You're
the
so
Bible say,
right.
the Bible say on Christ the solid rock is sand. All other grounds is sinking sand.
Son, yes.
So we just have to pray. I want to say Amber rise.
Me too.
I
I
want
want
to
to
see
see both
them.
of them
We
rise.
want her to them
Oh,
see she
thank you, dear
rise.
Tina.
You see if she did divorce and say, okay, you know what? I found somebody, Anthony, I'm done. Keep your money,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. God will
Thank
make
you,
a way.
guys. Thank you,
God will
guys.
provide.
Yes.
God will provide for me. I'm with Dave. I'll walk away and do our thing.
Mm.
would have dip on Amber Heights.
Yes.
But however, Amber walk, make her flesh leader.
Yeah.
And
She
when you
didn't
know
wait.
the
She didn't
flesh,
finish that
yes,
situation with her marriage first
yes, she
before
should
she
have
jumped the
just, she
other,
should have,
jump
because I
over.
want to see her heal.
She's
I
our
want
worst
to,
enemy, Terry.
yeah, you know how some people, when they get to a place there and they see something, they self sabotage. That's what
Yeah,
Amber do.
that's Amber.
Amber do a
Yeah.
lot of self sabotage towards herself. Like she don't think that she's good enough to have something. Like she don't think she's good enough to be at a place where somebody see her and value her. She don't believe that she belongs at a place where she's the boss of it and all of these things. And I'm saying to myself, they need to write her and bring her up because she deserve it now.
Yeah, she
She
deserves
been
the
through,
rise now. She
she
deserves it.
been too much. She Amber,
Even
the
Anthony,
character.
he needs the rise
Yes.
too.
Oh God, when they beat him, Anthony go and they beat him.
Hmm.
Come, my God, when they done beat Anthony. Facebook beat him, drag him, kick him. The Facebook, oh God, poor
Oh my
Anthony.
goodness.
Mm-mm. But however, you know, God is good. But we'll just
God is
see
good.
life
We have
lessons.
to wake up early morning, darling, and
Yeah,
everybody else for sure know have to go to work. Thank you
life
guys
lessons,
for being
yeah.
here with
Trust
us.
the process. God has a plan, no
Yeah,
matter
we
if you
have to
have
trust the
detour.
process, guys. God has the
Yeah,
plan. And
yeah.
it's a beautiful morning in SkitLanta. We are going to let you guys go off the bed. Who haven't hit the like button already, please hit the like button. We love you. Thank you, Terry, and thank you, Charmaine. Thank you, chat family, for being here with us. We appreciate you, and we will try to come on up
Let
to do.
me let
What
me
you have to say,
address.
Tester?
Somebody said something.
Mm-hmm.
Linda said Amber is like Methuselah, David's son. Yes, he didn't belong. Think he belonged at the king's table because of his paralytic self, right?
Mm-hmm.
But David remembered Methuselah father, that he was a good man to him when his grandfather wanted to kill him. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, David bring him to the table regardless of his paralytic stage. David
Mm-hmm.
bring him to the table. So therefore, she's just like that. Never thinks that she can see herself at a place unless somebody bring her there. And you have to get yourself to a place to know, even if somebody don't bring you there, you deserve
Mm-hmm.
it. You deserve it. And
You
we want her
deserve
to
it.
see her rise above that, so she can walk in
In
her
her truth, yes.
in our
And she
truth.
need it. She need a win now. It's too much. They can't give her a win 2 seconds and then in 5 seconds later they take it away from her. That's
Listen,
unacceptable. I don't like that.
listen.
All right, guys. We will catch you
Yes.
again in the morning, maybe
All right,
9:30
guys.
or 10
See
o'clock.
you.
And we'll do this again. Have
Said
a
Michael
pleasant
said
night.
Wolfman Dave prefer Amber to be a part-time than
You
a
look like
full-time.
you don't want to sleep.
Listen to me. Said Michael at the truth, him don't want no responsibility with Amber.
Mm.
No responsibility him don't want.
All right.
Absolutely, you're true. Good night, y'all. Love y'all,
Good
chat.
night,
We were
everyone.
supposed
We
to be
love
a
you. Bye bye.
premiere.